I did my set and I was like in the middle of my drop. I looked upwards into the crowd, and like they were just like standing there and listening.
Because like I said, on day 2 it was all fine. I loved performing on day 2. I think everyone did. Like day 2 was amazing.
After I did basically my first hi-hat, and everyone was like, whoa!
こんにちは、JLC のマケです。今回の動画では日本のお客さんが海外のビートボクサーからどう見えていたのかっていうのをテーマにね、GBB のプロデューサーカテゴリーの出場者である Antrix MKII Syjo MKII Frosty KBA の6名にインタビューを行ってきました。今年初めて日本で GBB が開催されたんですけれども、開催が告知された時にね、様々な意見が SNS で飛び交ってて、日本人の国民性的にあんまり盛り上がらないんじゃないかっていうのとか、あとモッシュとかしなさそうだよねみたいな意見があった一方で、いやあれだけのメンバーが出場するわけだから、いや一番盛り上がりに決まってるでしょみたいな、そういう意見もあったりしてね、様々な議論が飛び交っていたんですけれども、今回はズバリプロデューサーカテゴリーの出場者に日本の観客はどうだったのかを聞いてみました。GBB 出場直後のね、新鮮な感想を聞かせてもらったんですけども、様々なね、文化の違いとかリアクションの違いみたいなのがすごい面白かったので、ぜひ最後まで見ていってください。あと、日本の観客についてだけじゃなくて、お気に入りの日本人ルーパーとか、ループステーションの好きなエフェクトについてね、語ってもらったので、ルーパーの皆さんもぜひ楽しみにしていってください。
This is Antrix. Hello. I'm Syjo's brother.
How did you feel the Japanese audience?
Yeah, okay, it was like, at first I saw FRIIDON showcase from the backstage and I saw the crowd like jumping and it was very energetic music, right? But like they like when it drops then they jump and like after that they're only listening and are like quiet and that's what is a bit different in the German crowd, so yeah, that was a bit, you have to get used to this, but in general I think the crowd was actually very good, yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, they made noise, they clapped easily with you, they put out the lights, they really worked together with you. I think it was a nice crowd, yeah.
What is your favorite effects on MKII?
MKII, okay. I competed at World Champs, so I made some MKII routines, and I have to say it's like filter is a nice effect always, yeah. I also like a combination that most people use on MKII, like granular delay and transpose, then you can make every melody you want. Yeah, that's the main effect, I think. My favorite is filter. You can do many things with filter, yeah.
Who is favorite looper in Japan?
My favorite looper in Japan. The first one who comes to my mind is TAKO because he has very good. I like the vocals. I don't know how he gets his vocals so clean, like the rapping vocals. I don't know how he gets them like sounding so good. Yeah, I think TAKO is a very good pick for me. Yeah, and I like Gucci's style too.
Gucci.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Antrix. Thank you for
you.
answering my question.
Syjo's below.
Yeah, thanks for all the questions.
Thank you so much.
Syjo and Chaos. Yay! How was the Japanese audience in GBB?
It was much different than the German crowd. I think it's because Japanese people are more calm in the crowd, and for us, we are used to that the crowd like insanely jumps around and stuff. And when I did my set and I was like in the middle of my drop, I looked upwards into the crowd, and like they were just like standing there and listening. and I was like, oh my god, is it really that bad? No. Yeah, that's like a big difference. Yeah, it's hard to see if the crowd actually likes it or if it's not good.
I think also on the first day in my set, I mean I did a really like calm song, like a a slower song, but still, like everyone was just looking at me, and I also asked myself the same question: oh, is it really that bad? because we are used to people going crazy. In Germany, the people like. Maybe it's too much sometimes, but they go crazy. So we had to get used to how you guys, like the Japanese crowd, how you like react, and that it's not the fact that you don't like it, but that you want to listen. So on day 2, on day 2 I think all of us performed way better, and we were used to, we knew like how you guys worked, and then it was, I think, way better. That was like. Because on the first day we were all like, it's a little weird, it's a little different, but it's just I think difference in culture.
It's also normal in Germany that the crowd like jumps into each other and like they bump each other and
they are
like,
wild.
Yeah.
How should I tell the if we think you're incredible? If we think you're incredible, how should we tell you as the audience?
I don't think there is like a way you should be. It's not that. It's just different. But there's nothing like you have to do in the crowd. Yeah. Just enjoy the music.
Oh really?
Yes. Because like I said, on day 2 it was all fine. I loved performing on day 2. I think everyone did. Like day 2 was amazing. Because we knew how it worked, and then it was like, because we also don't want you guys to like fake a reaction, obviously. But as we said, it's just a different culture, and so
we don't have to mind.
No. But it's also really funny. Like you guys, like the Japanese crowd, reacts faster to stuff. For example, you do any sound, like a kick, and everyone's like, whoa, and then snare, whoa, hi-hat, whoa. Like when we first saw this, like I think when who started when FRIIDON started, and you guys were standing backstage, we were laughing because we just heard all the time, whoa, whoa. They like constantly like scream, like shout or do stuff.
But they only scream like in the drop itself.
The drop,
And here it's like you record stuff and everything, and everyone goes, oh. But
it was really funny.
The next question is, what is most favorite effect in the Loopstation?
Or just Loopstation, or also because the Helix also has 1,000 effects. Okay, just Loopstation. Okay. For me, I know that it's a boring answer, but well, that's FRIIDON. That's FRIIDON. No, all good. For me, I think it's filter. Because like there are 3 different filters, high pass, band pass, low pass, and you can do so many things. You can do just like normal cutting off the highs. You can do like sequencing. You can do like the step rates. I recognize that many Japanese loopers that you like the crazy filters with the crazy step rates. Like I recognize the glitchy kind of sound. But yeah, like filter can do so much. So I think it's filter. But also, besides that, I would say pattern slicer, granular delay.
Other is combinations.
Yeah, those combinations. But not Ospot. For me, not Ospot. Today in the finals of Robert versus Matej, every round started like like at the 3rd round we were looking at each other. Nothing against Robert or Matej, but
it was just funny.
It was just funny,
I'm doing all of my sounds with the Helix. I don't really need effects on the Loopstation. So, like my favorite effect right now is beat scatter. Because like almost in every track I'm using beat scatter.
Oh really?
He puts it on the bass line, so the bass line goes da 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 da, like a different pattern.
Yeah.
I understood. Yeah. And now your favorite effect is beat scatter.
Beat scatter, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I also like beat scatter. The P4, like where you put it on the snare and it does like crazy patterns. Like I did it in my round 2 yesterday. It's like when you can just press it and it does something crazy always. Like it always sounds good. So yeah, beat scatter's cool.
I remember you used beat scatter. That's like dead.
Yeah,
I really love the track.
Yeah, it's like a cover of, I don't know if you know the song of Imagine Dragons Battle Cry is the song called. And there you also have this.
暑かった。It's hot.
Okay.
Try this. Syjo, try this.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, first praise.
Thank you so much.
Second praise. Yeah, thank you very much. How did you feel the Japanese audience?
The Japanese audience, like I can also say, first the feeling for me was the same as with Syjo and Kaos, where I just noticed like, okay, the reaction is not the same as with like German beatbox events where just everyone goes crazy all the time. I was a little bit confused at first, but after my first round where the crowd also went nuts, which I love. I talked to Syjo and he told me that Japanese are quiet because you like to listen. After I got that thought, I was like, oh my god, this is so much better. Because I thought about it, in German crowds, everyone goes wild all the time. It's just like screaming, shouting everywhere. But when you do that, you cannot listen. You cannot listen because it's so loud because of the crowd. After that, I have so much more appreciation. So I really have to say, I love your crowds because you go crazy, but when it comes to like the part of listening, you're so much better.
Thank you very much.
Really, I loved it. I loved it.
Especially you're the first player of producer category, so didn't you feel the anxious about the crowd?
Well, anxiousness. There was a little bit of anxiousness, like to go first on an event like this. Not an easy task, I have to say, and I was a little bit worried because I didn't know what would come, how the crowd would react and everything. But I think like after I was on stage and after I did basically my first hi-hat, and everyone was like, whoa! I was like, oh yeah, let's fucking do this. Because it's always the thing, like the interaction with you guys was so beautiful. Like I said, oh, and you said, oh. Yeah, so all anxiousness was lost after like 1 or 2 minutes of my set.
How about Team Frosty?
With the crowd, it's like like FRIIDON just said, they listen a lot more, which in UK I'm really not used to. It's like completely different. I kind of wish I knew this before I came to the event, because I probably would have prepped completely differently. But yeah, the crowd is sick. I mean, the fact that people listen, I think, is much better, actually.
Okay, the next question is what is MKII, your favorite MKII effect?
To just pick one is pretty hard. I have 3.
Okay, 3.
First, I think, is phaser.
Phaser!
I love the phaser, and especially how much you can do with it now on the MKII when you have the sequencer and like the manual setting, and also like you can set it to like by phase 8, 12. I don't know what that
stage.
Yeah, the stage exactly. That creates like whole different soundscapes. It was powerful on MK1, but on MK2 I think it's overkill. On second, I would say preamp. Preamp is the way better distortion because you like can EQ it.
Agree.
That's very great. And reverb. Classic. And pro tip: use the pre-delay of the reverb. It's so powerful. Use pre-delay.
Thank you very much, Frosty.
I don't use much MK2, but I would say my favorite effects in there is definitely the reverb, like you said, because in the old Loopstation you cannot low cut the reverbs, but in this one it's like low cut settings, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing with reverb. I like the transpose. Because now you can sequence and it can be really useful. Oscillator vocoder and the MIDI version of Oscillator Bot. This one is like crazy because you can just do any notes you want, or just chords or anything. Yeah, exactly. And maybe ring mod. Because now with the sequencer, it's like you can do crazy textures.
Okay, do you have a favorite Japanese looper?
Fofo. Just
Masashi.
because for me, So one moment that So did was the best for me, where he unplugged the cable and used the cable as a bass line. Genius.
Yeah, I think so too.
Also great performer.
Why you like Masashi?
Just my style of music, I think.
Thank you very much for answering the question. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Excuse me. Can I add one question more?
The favorite question?
Yes, favorite Japanese looper I want to ask you.
Why didn't you ask us?
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Oh. So my favorite looper is... It's between TAKO and Masashi and Rudi. But because they already said TAKO and Masashi, I'm gonna say Rudi.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm a good friend with Rudi. I love this guy and he's so nice. And yeah. So I'm saying Rudi because of his creativity. I remember, you know, the clip battle where he battled what? I was judging this, and you saw the reactions of the judges in the video. We were all like, when Rudi did this, I don't know how the track is called, but where he does 1,000 weird sounds and then it sounds good, and all judges were like.
Maybe it's a dun 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 dun.
Yeah, this one. It's so crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna say Rudi.
I agree.
For me, it's also Rudi, probably, but I also really enjoy Impedance.
Oh yeah, Impedance GBB round 1.
Impedance and JUNNO, because I think his style is very refreshing.
Now you say that,
very-
he's like sitting right
Bei das Interview, das
next to us. And now you said it.
Das wäre ja auch nur.
Now that he's gone.
He'll see that.
Okay.
He'll see that.
Okay.
Good.
But you guys are all crazy.
Yeah, you're all good.
And you're improving so fast, and for me it's crazy how many loopers there are in Japan. Like so many names coming out of nowhere. And yeah, really excited for the future Japanese loopers in competitions.
Thank you very much. ちょっと今回、また日を改めて KBA にお越しいただきました。ありがとうございます。イエーイ。ありがとうございます。How about the Japanese crowd, Japanese audience?
Yeah, it's a really nice crowd. I really like the way they react. In a lot of countries, people just go crazy to anything. But in this crowd, it's like they respond very well to the emotions of the music. So it's like for me, it's one of the best crowds I've played for. Yes.
Oh, really? Thank you very much.
Definitely.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you know the Japanese looper? Some Japanese looper.
I know you.
Thank you very much.
I know him.
Really?
And TAKO.
TAKO.
And Rudi. And I was judging the Japanese online Loopstation champs.
Yes.
So I saw, what was his name? SO1?
SO1.
S1.
Yeah. And Yamasu.
Yamaso.
Who else? And of course Rudi.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think those are the ones I can name right off the top of my head.
Okay, who is the most favorite Japanese looper?
Wow. Right now, I would say Rudi is really good. And Impedance, I forgot Impedance.
Impedance.
Yeah. Actually, no, Impedance is my favorite. Impedance is my favorite. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. I will tell the Impedance.
Yeah.
Can be like Impedance.
Yes.
Okay, the last question is what is the most favorite effect on MK2?
On MK2, well, I don't use the MK2 so much anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying for me the best effect is still granular delay.
Granular delay.
Yeah, it's still the best. And now that you can put it on A, B, C, and D, the possibilities with it is endless. Yes.
Thank you very much for answering my question.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, second place.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
ありがとうございます。
はい、ということでインタビューの動画皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。総じてね、みんな日本は海外と違ってずっとわーって盛り上がってるわけじゃなくて、基本は静かに聴いているっていうのが驚きだったっていう風に言っていましたね。確かにステージの上に誰かが上がって何かしようっていう時に日本ではまず静かに聴くっていうのがマナーだったりするのかもしれません。ただ日本人のこのちゃんと聴いてから曲に合わせてリアクションしていくっていう文化はすごいいい文化だよねっていう風にみんな言ってくれましたので、ぜひねこのちゃんと聴くっていう文化を大切にしてビートボックスシーンを日本の皆さんで盛り上げていきましょう。またね、こうループステーションのエフェクトに関する貴重な話が結構あったと思いますし、あと日本のループは結構海外のみんな知ってくれてたので、インタビューしながらすごい嬉しかったです。これからもね、彼らと一緒に大会に出場して活躍できるように、日本の皆さん頑張って練習していきましょう。このチャンネルでは、日本のループステーションのイベントの動画だったりとか、ループステーションに関する様々な情報を発信していますので、気になる方はチャンネル登録をお願いします。また、今月の12月23日に渋谷のサーカス東京にて、ループステーションの全国大会である、ジャパンループステーションチャンピオンシップ2023を開催いたしますので、ぜひとも興味のある方は概要欄からチケットを購入して見に来てください。またね、今回はライブ配信も一緒に行いまして、1000円プラス手数料で配信のチケットを販売しておりますので、ちょっとでも興味のある方はぜひ買ってみてみてください。そして最後に、この動画を面白いと思ってくれた皆さんに一つだけお願いがあります。今回ね、インタビューに協力してくれたルーパーのインスタグラムと YouTube チャンネルを概要欄にリンクを貼っておきますので、ぜひフォローしてサポートしてください。これから上がる GBB の動画もすごい楽しみですね。ぜひね、こう日本人の観客にも注目して動画を楽しんでいきたいと思います。それではまた次の動画で会いましょう。さよなら。
なあ、早いから遅れるって。